yes, with a very, very healthy caveat. So let's go to Merchant Words, my favorite tool, and let's just type in perfume and see what happens. So here we've got perfume, perfumes for women. Now, what is important here for you to see immediately is the search term perfumes for women is the highest search term, and there is not any brand name associated with that search term. So people are searching for perfume. They're not searching for Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors, Victoria's Secret, DKNY, Ivanka Trump. Oh my God, could you imagine what that would smell like? I'm not even going to get started with that. But they're not searching for that. They're searching for perfumes for women. So usually that tells you that these are being searched for as what? If somebody types in perfumes for women, what are they looking for? You tell me, guys. This is a little question for you. What are they? Oh, you guys rock it. All right, all you very smart people that have typed in the word gifts are absolutely on the money. So they're all searching for gifts. That's a gift search. That is, I am looking for a gift for my wife, my lover, whatever it may be. That's what they're looking for. So John, that's the first thing for you to recognize, is that gifts are going to be a big market when you're selling things on Amazon. So you may want to take that into consideration for your packaging and the way you market that product, okay? That's the first important thing. Second important thing, even though we can see here that let's just say it's a guy looking for some perfume for a girl, okay, just to make things easy. Well, with that in mind, once the guy has performed that search, they will then be presented with the search engine results page, and then they will start to see brand names, okay? They will start to see brand names. They'll start to see Ralph Lauren. They'll start to see Michael Kors, DKNY, Estee Lauder, etc., okay? Now, let's put ourselves into the mind of this guy. This hapless guy wants to buy a present, a gift for his lover, for instance, okay? What is the number one problem that he now faces when he's presented with all of these different perfumes? What is the thing, what he's thinking? I want to buy a gift for my lover. I want to get her some perfume. What's the problem that he now has in his mind? What is that problem? That's a question for you guys. All of you can answer. So people saying here, too many choices, too many choices. Kim, that's a little bit closer to what I'm thinking about. What else you got? Hitten, you have nailed it. I'm not going to read that out, but you've nailed it. John, you've nailed it too. That's good. What is acceptable? Lizzie, you've nailed it. Love your work. What else you got for me, guys? All right, let me put you out of your misery. So the number one question, yeah, you guys have nailed it. Well done. So the number one question in this person's mind is, will she like it? What does she like? Will she like it? Because he does not want to get her a fragrance, a scent that she will not like. That is something he does not want to do, okay? So knowing now, so now we've got a marketplace, guys buying perfumes for their wives, lovers, whatever it may be. We've got a customer, and we know what his number one problem is. So how can we, Greg, you've already nailed this, I think. How can we now take that into consideration and use that information to put together a product that's going to be great for this guy to buy? What could we do that would be useful? What do you reckon? What do you think? Nonly say I wouldn't buy it if I've never heard of it. That's good. I'm going to save that because that's interesting. Greg says you can't smell it over Amazon. This is good. And Noni says, I wouldn't buy it if I've never heard of it. Good. You could say it's a top seller, yeah. Testimonials, yeah. He'll probably buy the one most liked, good. Tony and Maria, you've nailed it. You're exactly thinking like I'm thinking. Ben, that's a good idea. So Ben says you could say, here's what it smells like. You could do that. That would be a good idea. Kim says you could ask a question. Does she like X? You could do that too. Kerry, most popular, new and unique, Channel 5. All right, gift wrap it. I definitely think Kushma to gift wrap it. If I were in that market though, here's what I'd do. I would sell a tiny little sample of the perfume and sell it to the guy first. That's what I would do. So if I was going to sell perfumes, I would sell a tiny little sample, and they're going to get it really quick so they can check it out. And I would send it to the guy to see if the guy likes it, because the guy's got to like it too. I'd send it to the guy to see if he likes it, and he can probably then waft it under the lady's nose and see if she likes it too, something like that. I would make it very, very easy for the problem that the guy has to get solved. And there's two ways that you could do that. The first way would be sell the individual tiny little vial that you get, and sell that for a tiny amount of money so they can just check it out risk-free. That's the first thing I'd do. Second thing I'd do is I would have that vial, but then I would bundle it with other vials from other perfumes. Things like, if I could get hold of the vial for Victoria's Secret, for instance, or Ralph Lauren or Michael Kors, and put 3 together as a perfume sampler, then that's what I do. Now I would do that for a very, very good reason. Over and above the fact that it solves the guy's problem, the second thing it does is it gets you a customer that you can then send your perfume to and have it surrounded with other people's perfume, so you get the halo effect whereby your perfume, your new brand, is linked to existing brands, and all of a sudden your brand becomes elevated as a result of that. And you've also then put your perfume into the hands of the consumer for them to try. Now, is that going to work in every instance? Of course not. There's going to be times where they're going to prefer the other perfumes, but it very, very nicely and elegantly solves the problem for you and creates a customer relationship where you can then follow up with the customer at very, very little risk for them to do that. So if it were me, that's how I would do it, because selling perfumes, as you guys have very, very wisely said, is difficult, because how do you know if she's going to like it? How do you know if she's going to like it? Well, the only way to know for sure is to put it under her nose and let her smell it. Guys, for the most part, are pretty practical like that. They'd get that as a solution. Let her have a smell of it. You could sell the little tester of it for like $1, something like that. Make it really easy for her to do. And in doing so, you've solved this guy's problem for him. So John, that's what I would do in your situation. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon. And indeed, Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.